Hello, and welcome to the Orlando World's Sunday Showdown round of 64. This week's contest takes us to Busch Gardens, Tampa and Disney's Magic Kingdom for a battle between Cheetah Hunt and It's a Small World. Cheetah Hunt is an intamin roller coaster at Busch Gardens, Tampa Bay, opening on the 27th of May, 2011 with an added animal exhibit known as the Cheetah Run. Cheetah Hunt is located in the Edge of Africa section of the park, known to regulars as Cheetah Hunt Plaza. The attraction was designed to simulate a cheetah chasing its prey across the park's Serengeti Plain. Cheetah Hunt is a launch coaster, yet surprisingly smooth. It uses the force of repelling magnets to launch uphill in 3 bursts of speed. The first, at the start, takes the train from 0 to 38 miles per hour in 2 seconds. Then twice more, on 2 hills, the trains rocket up to 60 miles per hour in 2 seconds. The ride was long and lean, almost a mile long, reaching 4 G-forces at certain points of the ride. It reached a maximum height of 102 feet and a top speed of 60 miles per hour as it twisted ferociously around its unique track. It's a Small World is a water-based boat ride at the Fantasyland section of Magic Kingdom, which opened in the park on the 1st of October, 1971. It was originally built and operated for the 1964 New York World's Fair, in 1964 and 1965, before it moved to its permanent home in Disneyland, California in 1966. Its popularity made it a must-see attraction for Magic Kingdom, showcasing over 300 animated figures, dressed in traditional costumes from various different cultures from all around the world, frolicking in the spirit of international unity, and singing the attraction's title song, which has a theme of global peace, It's a Small World, which is noted for being the most publicly performed song of all time. The attraction is commended for its clever use of animatronics, and bright colour scheme, and it is a fun ride for young families to enjoy. Now, let's get ready for the first of a series of rounds, to determine which of these 2 attractions will advance to the next round. Cheetah Hunt is a fairly lengthy ride, one of the longest in Florida. What makes Cheetah Hunt such a great ride is the airtime and it's the 3 launches, along with the zigzag motion through the trench. The ride starts off with a quick launch out of the station. You head around the corner, down into a trench where you encounter the second launch, straight up a hill to the iconic-looking Figure 8. Unlike going straight up the lift hill on Hollywood Rip Ride Rocket at Universal Studios, the launch makes it seem as if you're blasting up into the sky. This is the first of many times you'll come out of your seat for some airtime. All of the launches happen while you're moving, but once you're on the Figure 8, things slow down as you go around them down into a tunnel. The coaster isn't the tallest, but its largest drop is 130 feet. It's not as scary as Busch Gardens' Secret, but it's just as thrilling. A unique feature of the coaster is when the track goes over the sky ride. If there's a sky ride bucket underneath, it's a cool experience. After that, you go upside down in a heartline roll. It's sort of a spinning roll while still headed forward. The upside down turn doesn't happen too quick. It seems like you're upside down for more than just a second or 2. Next is the side-to-side motion through a trench. The coaster track is curved left, then right, then left and so on. Then it's time for the last launch, which many riders say is the best one of all. It shoots you right up a hill, then you come right back down. It gives you maximum airtime that surprises you because you expect to level off at the top of the hill. A few more thrilling turns and your ride is over. At 4,429 feet long, this coaster is one of the longest in Florida and it covers a lot of ground at the park. It's a Small World isn't the most lengthy ride, and is only about 1/4 the length of Cheetah Hunt. At a length of just 1,085 feet, the ride does well to pack in a vast amount of cultural worlds throughout the various sections of the ride. The ride travels around a moat, giving a slow and gentle sail throughout, travelling through the areas from Europe, Asia, Africa, South America, the South Pacific, and a finale featuring an ensemble from each world combined. The ride is more or less on one level all the way around, and only travels at a couple of miles per hour, but for the length of the attraction it draws riders in with a wonderful world of animated figures and quirky backgrounds. Because of this, the ride certainly does feel much longer than the near 1,100 feet length, but with Disney's clever use of forced perspective, it helps to enhance the ride, and makes it look as though it's a much longer boat journey than it actually is. So in round 1, the Busch Gardens coaster seals the first point by a clear landslide as we move ahead into round 2. Cheetah Hunt has an overall ride time of 3.5 minutes. But from the first launch to the final bend is just over 2 minutes of ride time. The ride simulates the motion of a cheetah out on the hunt and feels much faster than it really is. The unique launch areas provide a lot of thrills during the ride, making it fun and giving the illusion of being on a ride featuring an animal in the wild. It's a Small World has a ride duration of 14 minutes. The ride travels by boat at a slow pace, but this gives the riders an opportunity to enjoy the vast array of colour and cool clockwork-like scenes that the attraction has to offer. The only possible downside to the excessive ride time is the continuous repetition of the ride's signature soundtrack, It's a Small World, which can become a bit tedious after a while. So in terms of ride durations, in round 2, there is no dispute on the winner here, as the Magic Kingdom attraction wins the round to level the score at 1 point each. Let's move on to round 3. Cheetah Hunt has a fairly low capacity for a long roller coaster ride, featuring up to 5 trains on track, with 4 cars in each train, for a total of 16 riders per train. The main reason for the slightly lower capacity is due to the unique layout of the track, with the motion of the launch areas, and the twisting, bending track, combined with the slim, yet sharp-moving train cabins, which are designed to simulate a cheetah's characteristics. It would be unlikely that the ride would operate effectively if the capacity was higher. The ride capacity, though, is capable of transferring up to 1,370 riders per hour. And with the added lines of the Cheetah exhibit, there's a lot of fun to be had even when not directly on the attraction. It's a Small World is one of the highest capacity rides at Disney World, being only just slightly behind that of Haunted Mansion, which is also located within Magic Kingdom. The ride uses dozens of large boats, capable of seating 16 riders in each boat, which entertain up to 3,000 guests per hour. It's a Small World is the highest capacity boat attraction within Disney parks, holding a considerably higher amount of riders than that of Jungle Cruise. It's a Small World in round 3 takes the lead for having more than twice the capacity of Cheetah Hunt. Let's head into the 4th round. Cheetah Hunt, since opening in 2011, has been considered as one of the best roller coasters at Busch Gardens. Riders rave about the ride being very powerful during the launch sequences, where it generates the impression of force used by a cheetah as it hunts down its prey. The movements are fluid yet offer an element of suspense, with the fast launch areas and the sharp twisting hunting turns, making this a very fun coaster. It's a Small World, though, in contrast, isn't as thrilling an attraction as Cheetah Hunt. The attraction is a wonderful feat of engineering, and shows a wonderful array of vivid colours and imaginative stories, from cultures all around the world. It is a great attraction, which certainly appeals to its primary audience, mostly the younger generation, but in terms of thrills, it doesn't offer what Cheetah Hunt provides in spades. So in the 4th round, the Tampa Bay roller coaster seals the point to level the score once again as we now go into the 5th and final round. Cheetah Hunt has been in operation for 8 years, thrilling guests as the ride bounds around the Serengeti plains of the park. It was named as the 2nd best new theme park attraction in its opening year, and is regularly considered as one of the top 40 steel roller coasters in the world, which is testament to its popularity. However, it is almost 4 decades behind the Magic Kingdom attraction, which has been in service for an incredible 48 years. From its initial conception at the 1966 New York's Fair, to being a classic high-capacity attraction at Walt Disney World, its length of service highlights its strong connection to the theme park world, and as yet shows no signs of disappearing anytime soon. The attraction is a flashback to the world of original theme park engineering, and remaining a popular choice for guests, shows how much value it has to offer to the park. So in the fifth and final round, we do have a winner. Looking at the final results, one attraction wins by a score of 3 points to 2. Meaning this week, we have to say goodbye to the wonderful attraction, Cheetah Hunt, which is a fantastic ride, but is just edged out by the longevity of its opponent today. Cheetah Hunt will continue to be a wild thrill for many years to come. It's a Small World advances to the next round. Join us next week, where we take the battle to Universal Orlando Resort for a thrilling contest between Hollywood Rip Ride Rocket and Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journey. See you next week. We hope you enjoyed this video. Please support us by subscribing to our channel. You can find us on social media platforms. Find us on Facebook and Twitter at Orlando Worlds, and on Instagram at The Orlando Worlds. Thanks for watching.